Super Smash Bros. Ultimate news approaches.
DLC Fighter Pack 2? Oh my gosh.
Included in Wave 6 of the paid Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC will be...
They don't tell us who it is? ARMS? What?
Joining the battle from ARMS.
ARMS? Who is it?
This fighter is a bit unusual thanks to those...
Is it all of them?
So we'll have to extend our development time.
Extend development time?
Stay tuned for just a bit longer. The next fighter will be announced and released this June.
In June. But they don't tell us who it is. It's just from ARMS. Wow, that was surprising.
Don't miss this.
That's
ARMS
awesome.
game trial.
ARMS deserves more love, guys. I have this game. It's a lot of fun. If you have not played it, you should definitely play this game.
Here we go!
Hello my friends and welcome to my second Smash DLC predictions video. And as you just saw, you saw my reaction of who the first DLC will be in Fighter Pack 2, and that character will be ARMS. Now we do not know which characters from the ARMS franchise it will be, but I'm super excited because that is a Nintendo property, and that game was really fun. Definitely deserve more love, and I'm really glad that they're going to finally add an ARMS character in Smash. I think they deserve a spot, and because it's already a fighting game going into another fighting game, it's actually the perfect fit for Smash Brothers. Now, they said that the ARMS character will be announced and released in June. Well, now we are in June, guys, and we're just kind of eagerly anticipating what and when they're going to release this character and who it's going to be. I don't know if this character is going to be delayed because of everything that's going on. I really hope not. Hopefully it's still released in June. But I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. And when we get to the portion of my predictions of who the characters will be for Fighter Pack 2, I'll go more in depth into this character of who I think it will be. So I made a video of the first DLC pack back in January of 2019. We already knew who Piranha Plant and Joker was going to be in it, but there were still 4 other characters that we did not know for the Fighters Pack, and I gave you my predictions and when they were going to be released. And I kind of just wanted to go over that last video real quick, who they actually were versus who I thought they were, and versus the release date, and see if I had any of these right. And to my surprise, I actually got all the release dates right, and I got 2 of the 5 characters correct for the DLC Pack 2, which is really shocking to me because I really didn't think any of them were going to be in. It was just like my hopes and dreams. I talked a little bit about when Piranha Plant was going to be released. I said about February, but at that point it was kind of already released by the time the video came out, and that was in January 29th. So I was actually pretty close, but they said it wasn't going to start until February, so that was kind of like a safe bet for me. So they actually released it earlier than anticipated. As far as Joker is concerned, I predicted he was going to be released in April or May, and he was actually released on April 17th. So again, I was really close. I had the same month. I didn't predict like the days, I just predicted the months. Hero was the second character in the DLC pack, and he was released in July 30th, and I predicted summer. Now, I know that's kind of vague, but I mean, I kind of figured somewhere in the summer months he would be released, and he released right in the middle of summer, July 30th. So again, I was pretty accurate with my prediction. Banjo-Kazooie was the third character released, and he released in September 4th, and I predicted September or October. Terry was the 4th one released on November 6th, and I again predicted November or December. And then Byleth, the final character of the DLC Pack 1, I predicted January or February, and he released on January 28th, which is again close to February at the end of January. So it was really crazy that I got the months correctly for when they released. To my surprise, I was pretty accurate with that. As far as characters I got correctly, I guessed in my predictions video, I predicted Minecraft Steve, Banjo-Kazooie, Fire Emblem's character, and Paper Mario. Out of those characters, I actually did get Fire Emblem's 3 Houses rep in the form of Byleth correct, and I also got my favorite, Banjo-Kazooie. I still can't believe he made it into Smash Brothers because he's a Microsoft property, but Banjo-Kazooie made it in. I was correct on those, so that was awesome. So I got 2 of the 4 characters that I predicted right, and I got all the release dates right. So let me know in the comments below if you had any of your predictions or any of the dates that you thought of or predicted for the first DLC pack right as well. So now that I gone over the first video and my comparisons to who actually released versus the ones that I guessed, I'm going to go into DLC Pack 2, where I'm going to do basically the same thing, where I'm going to give you my thoughts of who I think or who I want to be in DLC Pack 2 and also the release dates. The first thing that they announced they're going to have 6 fighters instead of 5, and I'm going to show you my reaction to that right now, because that was pretty crazy that they're going to add one more additional character. I'm going to show you that video right now.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line.
We're going to find out.
I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but
how many?
Well, have a look.
How many characters are going to have? Even more fighters in development. Yep, we know that. Wait, 5? 6? What? They're adding 6 more characters? Holy crap! Wow.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time.
1 more challenger pack than last time.
For this reason, we will
Dang.
be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass.
Okay, there's another Fighters Pass.
It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out.
Is it going to be still 25 or
and now that
probably
it's
30?
official.
So as you can see, I was pretty pumped that, first of all, that there was another DLC pack coming, but then instead of 5, they announced that they were going to have an additional fighter to make a total of 6. So that's going to be 11 fighters total for DLC in Smash Brothers. Now, I'm not going to predict if they're going to have a 3rd one. We're just lucky enough to have a 2nd one, so I'm just super pumped that they even are going forward with another DLC pack. I kind of anticipated that they might, but you know, it's a long shot. We always, in the Smash community, always anticipate more and more and more, and we're never happy. So I'm just happy that they announced another one, and it's going to be the price of $30 instead of $25 because you're getting an additional character, which makes sense. So I'm going to go into the ARMS character first, because we already know that he is a character that is going to be in it. What character do I think it's going to be? I honestly don't really know. What would make sense if they would add the representative of ARMS, which is the 2 main characters. I know it's Ribbon Girl and Spring Man. Okay, there's a couple different theories of what they are going to do as far as who the fighter's going to be for ARMS. Now the obvious choice would be they're going to choose Spring Man or Ribbon Girl, which are like the Mario and Luigi of ARMS, the main representatives. But what kind of hurts Springman's chances of making it in as one of the fighters is that he's already an assist trophy in the game. Now, I don't know if they're going to remove that assist trophy or if he's going to be assist trophy and a fighter, which would break, all of the supposed rules of Smash Brothers. If they make it in as a assist trophy, they cannot be a fighter, and so far that's been true. They can go about this 2 ways, guys. They could either remove his assist trophy and then add him as a fighter, or keep his assist trophy and then maybe not add him as an actual fighter, because there's a lot of fighters in ARMS. And I'm thinking what they're going to do, they're going to kind of pull a hero or Splatoon character, where they're going to add maybe 8 or 4 characters with different skins in the game as well. Like maybe they'll pick the top 4 characters, or maybe they'll pick all 8 of the characters and just add them in as a fighter, as ultimate skins. Now they'll probably have 4 girls and 4 boys to make it even. The obvious the most popular choice will be probably Twintel as far as the female representatives, and probably as the boy representative, maybe King Cobra. I heard he was kind of a popular character, or Min Min, or whoever. I forget the dude, the boss, the final boss guy who wore that mask with the arms. I forget what his name was, but like the wrestler dude. What I think they're gonna actually do, I think they're gonna add probably 4 characters and maybe just have like 2 variants of each one. And if they would pick 4, I would probably want them to pick Springman, Ribbon Girl, Twintel, and then maybe King Cobra. Those are my 4 predictions for the ARMS characters. Again, I have no idea what they're gonna do. I'm not even sure how they're gonna have them as a fighter, because they're more of a zoning character, I would think, because of the arms. I don't know how far they're going to be extend. What I'm guessing is that the arms are going to be kind of, you can use them as a recovery, because you can grapple onto the ledge. He'll be one of those grapple characters, probably get you from a distance, but maybe up close he'll be more like brawler characters, where they can kind of just punch you, but maybe from a distance, then the arms would actually extend. That would be an obvious way for them to make him as a fighter. As far as the stage, probably honestly just maybe the boxing ring, or maybe Springman's original stage that they unveiled. when the game was announced. I'm not really sure, but that's my predictions of who I think it would be for the ARMS rep and the stage. And ultimately, they can go obviously any direction they want. Ideally, I would like them to have 8 characters and just have them all as alternates, you know, of each other, but because they all kind of play similar to one another, so I think that's what they're going to do, so I'm going to go with it. So now I'm going to get into who I think the other 5 characters are going to be in Smash. This was hard enough to do the first time, but now I have to come up with an additional 5 characters, and there might be some repeats from the first video just because there's still ones that I would want or who I would think would be for the final 4 characters for Smash Brothers. So I'm going to get right into this list right now. Number 5. Now, I'm going to go off my last video, and I'm going to still hold true to who I think could get in or who I want, and number 5 would be Minecraft Steve. Again, this is going to be a long shot just because, you know, we got lucky enough the first time when Microsoft added Banjo and Kazooie into this game. But I still think there's still room for one more Microsoft rep in Smash, and it's the most popular, one of the most popular games in gaming as we know it, and that is Minecraft Steve from Minecraft. And again, I'm going to go with what I said last time, where I think they're going to add, you know, they could add different skins for this character, and there could be a Minecraft stage, and because they're blocky characters, it kind of has a more unique art style to the game. Not only do we have Minecraft on the Switch, but now they just released another Minecraft game called Minecraft Dungeons, and they could even add some things from that game into his palette for Smash Brothers as well. This kind of increases his chance to be in Smash Brothers as a fighter, because now we have not one game but 2 games from Microsoft on the Switch that represent Minecraft. So I'm going to go with my predictions from the first one, and I'm still going to say that Minecraft Steve from Minecraft is going to be in Smash Brothers as my number 5 prediction. Number 4. Alright, again, I'm going to go off of my first predictions video, and I'm still going to go by this because this is a character that I still want, but I'm going to drop him to number 4 instead of number 2 just because of the fact that this is another repeat predictions, and that character is Paper Mario. Oh yeah, and I still stand by what I said in that first video, where even though we already have 2 other reps of Mario in this game, we can still have room for another Mario in Smash Brothers, because like I said in the first time, we have multiple Links, we have multiple Fire Emblem characters, we just have so many representatives, and Mario is the most popular and most recognizable character of Nintendo. It's basically Nintendo's version of Mickey Mouse, realistically, and he's becoming more recognizable as the years go on. And the reason why I would want Paper Mario, first of all, Paper Mario is awesome. He is the most unique version of one of their characters that they've ever done. And they could even go a little bit farther with Paper Mario and maybe add Paper Luigi, Paper Peach, or maybe some of the other characters as alternates as well, because that seems to be another recurring thing that they're doing. Instead of sticking with one character, they're kind of just basically different characters from the same universe as a fighter, and I would actually really love that. Especially if they added Paper Luigi, I'd be like losing my mind, because Luigi is my favorite character of all time. But I digress. If Paper Mario would get into this game, he would pull his movesets from all of the various different games. They tend to try to even out the movesets from all the different games in the franchises, you know, take a little piece from each one. And Thousand Year Door is basically the obvious one that I would think they would pull some of his unique moves, because he can do transformations, and he can even use cards from the last 2 games, even though they weren't as good. But another Paper Mario game is coming out for the Switch. It's called the Origami King. Now, because that game is coming out, that would be a perfect time to announce a Paper Mario character as one of the fighters in Smash. Because we're probably going to find out who this character will be probably when Springman or whoever ARMS representative gets added into the game. When they release that character, they might announce the next one in line. I don't know if they're to that point yet. And they can even pull moves from the Origami King, you know, because that game will be out before this character will come out. So they can even pull a moveset from the Origami King as some of his moves in Smash. Now, I have no idea like what moves he would have. I'm not going to really predict those in this video, but you know, that's another idea they could do as well. And as far as the stage, like they can even make another. We already have a Paper Mario stage in Smash, but they can even add one from the Origami King if they wish. So that is my predictions for number 4 is Paper Mario. Number 3. Now this is, we're going to get into new predictions for this video, and I had to think about these choices quite a bit because of the fact I wasn't expecting to have any more characters, so I was trying to really think of who they could add on top of these characters. Now, I don't know if they're going to add third party or these are going to be strictly first party. You know, Nintendo is completely unpredictable, especially with the Smash Brothers characters at this point, because we would have never guessed they would have added all third party characters and then one first party character at the very end, who was Byleth. So I'm just going to give my best predictions of who it could be. And for number 3, I think they could add a character from the most popular game as of right now, and it's quickly gaining popularity, and that game is Fortnite. Now, I really don't want Fortnite as a character, and I don't even know if they would, because it's made by Epic Games, and I don't really know if Epic tends to really bring any of their games to the platform. But I mean, you know, we have Fortnite, so could it be a character? It could be. Basically, you can design your own character in Fortnite, or there's different skins that you can have, so they can just bring in 8 different skins, random skins from Fortnite, and it would be kind of a character that's close to maybe like Solid Snake or Bayonetta, where, you know, he has guns, different variety of guns, like a shotgun, pistol, you know, all the weapons you use. You can use the glider as a recovery. You know, you can use like a jump pad in order to get up, and then have the glider as a recovery, and just various different weapons and grenades and guns and different abilities that they have in the game as movesets for the fighter. So I mean, thinking about that right now, it actually would make a really, really interesting fighter, something that we haven't seen yet. You know, a character that's completely weapon based. I don't know if they would add that because of that reason, because they don't really want violence, or, you know, too much violence represented in Smash. But because Fortnite is one of the most popular video games of all time right now, quickly going to probably surpass Minecraft at this point. You know, it's a good probability. The likelihood of it happening is probably close to like 10%. I don't know. I think I'd be pretty pumped if it did. And as far as the stage would go, I mean, it could be the island that you're on for Battle Royale. You know, almost like what they did with Breath of the Wild, where maybe you're on the battle bus, and as it's flying, you can see like the stage, or, you know, the island behind you or below you and stuff. Thinking about it now, you know, it's a little bit more interesting than I thought originally. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that prediction, and if you guys don't like that, or if I'm completely wrong, well then this is my opinion, my video, and that's your opinion. But so that's my predictions for DLC number 3. Number 2. Because we don't have any indie developed fighters in Smash, I'm gonna make a wild prediction, and I think that character is a game that from a game that I'm currently playing, that I'm enjoying, that is one of my favorite indie games of all time. The story's amazing, the platforming's amazing, and that character is Madeleine from Celeste. Oh yeah, that would make a really interesting choice. I know a lot of people would want, like, you know, Shovel Knight or maybe some other indie games, but you know, this is what I want, not what I think will will actually happen. So, but I think Madeleine from Celeste would be a really interesting choice, because we don't have any characters that are kind of like a pixelated kind of character. So the art style will be a lot more unique, and I think that because of how she moves in the game, she'd be kind of a really kind of fast character, maybe smaller than some of the other characters as well. She would have a jump and a dash as her double jump, and maybe like the third dash as like a third jump recovery. Maybe just different traps or different abilities that she uses in the game as a moveset. Like, I know at one point she grabs a feather and she can kind of just go kind of fast. I mean, I don't really know how they would make her as a character, to be honest, but I think she would be a really interesting choice, because we don't have any indie games represented in Smash yet, and that was one of the more popular games of 2018 and got really great reception, and it would actually give a lot of clout to that series and to the developers. And if you have not played that game or series yet, I highly recommend that to you guys. As far as the stage, they honestly could just pick any of the levels that are in the game. You know, maybe add one of the bosses as like the final smash or something. I don't really know. Like I said, she would be a very difficult character to have as a fighter, but they've done it before. You know, characters that really don't have much of a moveset, and they surprise us and make a really awesome moveset in Smash Brothers. So Madeleine from Celeste is my next prediction. Number 1. And the final character that I think that they could add, and my number one choice, this one's hard for me because I really haven't thought of it, but I think I'm going to go with a wild prediction on this one. Nintendo always likes to add a joke character to the games. You know, Piranha Plant was this game's joke character, but I think there's still room for one more kind of joke character in Smash. Now, who that character is, who I would want, would be... Yeah, so I'm going to go for a wild pick on this one, guys. Now, this is a game that has been just released on the Switch, and because of the fact that I love the series to death, and this is my favorite franchise of all time for video games, I'm going to go with the Big Daddy from BioShock. Oh, yeah. What better joke character can you have in this game other than the Big Daddy? It's a character that no one's predicting, no one's even thought of, and so I'm throwing it out there as my number one pick. Yes, the Big Daddy. I am currently going to be playing all the BioShock games on the Switch. I bought the BioShock collection, and I was super pumped when they announced the BioShock collection for the Switch, and I'll show you my reaction to it right now.
Are coming soon to the Nintendo Switch system.
Ooh, I love 2K. What games? BioShock! BioShock collection. This is my favorite series of all time, guys. Oh my gosh, it's coming, and we can have it portable. And it should look still pretty good because this was originally on the 360 and the PS3. Oh my gosh. And as you guys saw, yes, I was super pumped for that and Borderlands. Honestly, they could even add Borderlands for all I care, but I'm going to go with Big Daddy. And he would have some pretty crazy movesets. He would be a super heavyweight character, maybe a little bit on the slower side, but you can have a drill, maybe like you can like charge it up and then maybe like charge across the stage and go really fast that way. Just use different types of guns. Again, another gun character, and different build and a different magic abilities. So he would be kind of a gun magic character, kind of slow and bulky heavyweight. But I think that'd be really crazy to add in Smash Bros. Like, why not? Why not add one more third-party character that's from a game franchise you would never predict? Now, the likelihood of this character is happening pretty close to 0%. I would be super pumped if that character made it in. And I wanted to go with just an out there choice that no one's really talking about, just because of the fact that I kind of like when they surprise us. You know, in the first pack they had Joker, Hero, and Terry. You know, 3 characters, maybe not so much Hero, but definitely Terry and Joker that no one was really talking about, that surprised a lot of us for the first DLC pack. So I kind of hope they kind of throw some of these curveball off the wall characters for the second pack. I mean, this is might be their last chance of doing this, so why not? Why not surprise us and choose a franchise that no one's expecting? But for this one, I'm going with the Big Daddy, and I stand by that. You guys can yell at me in the comments below. Well, that's what I'm thinking, and those are my predictions, and those are my thoughts for the second DLC Pack 2. Super pumped that they're adding 6 more characters. I cannot believe they're even doing that. What do you guys think of my predictions, of my list? Do you guys agree with it? Do you guys not? And what are your predictions? Please put those in the comments below, what your predictions will be for DLC Pack 2. And you know, like I said, did you get the first DLC pack right? I had 2 characters right and all the dates when they released correct. So I'm interested to see if I get any of these correct. I probably won't for this prediction video, but yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. I hope you guys really like this list, and I'm going to do more videos like this in the future, predictions and top 10s. I have a lot more content coming for you guys on my channel. I want to throw a little more variety out there, and I really enjoy doing these videos. They're a lot of fun. So if you guys could drop a like on this video, it really helps out my channel. And if you haven't already, or if you are new, please consider subscribing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.